Every year, California burns in ways that were once considered impossible. Wildfires now move faster than people can run from them. In 2017, the Tubbs Fire consumed 5,000 homes overnight. By the time anyone saw the flames, it was already too late. Traditional fire detection relies on a very fragile system. Human observers stationed in towers scanning the horizon for smoke, but smoke becomes visible only after fire has been burning for hours. By then, the window for containment has already closed. Fire doesn't announce itself with flames at first. It begins as heat, invisible to every camera and eye. A single glowing coal buried in dry brush, then a whisper of smoke, too faint to trigger any alarm. Satellite systems miss fires smaller than a football field. Traditional cameras can only see what humans could see, and humans can only see smoke after it's already too thick. The Camp Fire in 2018 killed 85 people. Most died trying to evacuate after the fire was already surrounding them. The detection system had failed at the most critical moment. California needed something that could see what humans could not. Something that didn't need flames or smoke to know fire had begun. The answer came from an unexpected collaboration. AI researchers partnered with California's Fire Protection Agency. Their goal was to teach machines to recognize ignition before smoke forms. They fed the algorithm thousands of images from California's worst fires, teaching it to spot patterns invisible to human perception. The AI learned to see heat shimmer before flames appear. It learned to recognize the color change in vegetation under stress. It could detect the way light bends through rising heat. Within months, the algorithm was detecting fire at inception. But teaching AI to see was only half the problem. They needed cameras in places where power grids don't reach. Each camera station would need to survive fire, wind, and winter. Solar panels and batteries became the camera's lifeline. Communication systems sent alerts via cellular networks. By 2020, the first camera network was operational. 60 cameras now watch over 300,000 acres of forest. Each camera rotates continuously, scanning a 15-mile radius. Every image is sent to the algorithm within seconds. 24 hours a day, the AI watches California burn, and it sees things no human observer ever could. August 3rd, 2022, 3:17 in the afternoon. Camera 14 captures an image of Tahoe National Forest. To any human looking at the photo, nothing seems wrong, but in 3 seconds the algorithm flags a thermal anomaly. A section of undergrowth 0.3 degrees warmer than surrounding terrain. The algorithm assigns a 92% probability of ignition. At 3:18, an automated alert reaches the nearest fire station. No flames have appeared yet. No smoke has risen. Fire crews receive GPS coordinates to a location they cannot see burning. They have to trust an algorithm over their own eyes. The first truck arrives at 3:41, 23 minutes after detection. They find a burned circle roughly 8 feet in diameter. Glowing embers, not yet flame, still confined to forest floor. In normal conditions, this fire wouldn't be reported for another hour. By then, it would have consumed everything within 200 yards. Instead, crews extinguished the ignition point in 11 minutes. Total area burned, less than 1/10 of an acre. The algorithm had given them a 30-minute head start. In that window, they had prevented what models predicted would become catastrophic. This would happen 17 more times that summer alone. The cameras don't just protect wilderness, they watch over neighborhoods, places where children's playgrounds meet 100-foot pines, where morning commutes pass through corridors of dry brush. These communities live in what firefighters call the red zone. Evacuation routes are measured in minutes, not hours. Before AI detection, warnings came too late to save everyone. Now, alerts reach residents before smoke is even visible. Automated systems send texts to every registered phone in the zone. Parents receive evacuation coordinates while children are still in school. Bus routes adjust automatically based on wind direction and fire spread modelling. The algorithm doesn't just detect fire, it predicts where it will go. Wind speed, humidity, terrain slope, fuel moisture, all calculated in real time. In September 2023, the system saved the town of Forest Hill. Detection came 48 minutes before flames reached the first structure. Every resident evacuated before smoke obscured the roads. Firefighters established containment lines while visibility was still clear. The fire burned through 4,200 acres over 3 days. Not a single home was lost. 0 casualties, 0 structures, because the algorithm saw it first. It's the fire that never made the news because it never became a catastrophe. The system learns from every fire it detects. Every false alarm teaches it to better distinguish threat from shadow. In its first year, false positives came every 3rd alert. Now the accuracy rate exceeds 94%. The AI now recognizes smoke from campfires versus wildfire ignition. It knows morning fog from smoke, dust from ash. It adapts to seasonal changes in vegetation color and moisture. New cameras are being installed at a rate of 20 per month. The network now covers 7 western states beyond California, Oregon, Washington, Nevada, all deploying the same algorithmic sentinels. Each camera feeds a centralized intelligence that grows stronger with scale. A fire in Montana teaches the algorithm lessons used in Arizona. The system is becoming a continental early warning network, and it's adapting to threats beyond just wildfire. The same pattern recognition now identifies drought stress before it's visible. But the system isn't perfect, and it never will be. Cameras can't see through dense smoke once a fire is established. They can't stop lightning from striking or humans from being careless. They can only buy time, those critical minutes between ignition and inferno. Some fires move too fast for even AI-assisted response. Wind-driven infernos can cross miles in the time it takes to evacuate, and the network still has gaps, blind zones between camera ranges. Budget constraints limit how many eyes can watch the wilderness. But each prevented catastrophe justifies the cost of expansion. Every family that didn't evacuate in panic, every forest that still stands green against the sky, these are the fires that will never burn. The catastrophes that exist only in algorithmic predictions. The future the AI saw and humans prevented. It's a new kind of prophecy, one we can actually change. For thousands of years, humans have watched for fire. Smoke signals, watchtowers, observers scanning every horizon. We built our detection systems around the limits of human vision. Now we're building them around the capabilities of machines, systems that never sleep, never blink, never look away, that see in wavelengths beyond our biology. The algorithm that sees fire before smoke isn't magic. It's mathematics, sensors, and patterns learned from thousands of disasters. It's what happens when we point our best technology at our oldest fear and give ordinary neighborhoods the power to see the future burning toward them.